们在用的快筛的情况是
Is your team's prototype for rapid screening of COVID-19 the first in the world to be developed? I believe we are the first country to develop such a prototype. We hope to be the first, especially now that every country in the world needs one. So far, I haven't heard of anything similar being developed.
Hello everyone, I'm Anna, your knowledge host. That was Dr. Yang Ansui. His scientific team has successfully synthesized antibodies that can now make the new reagents necessary for the rapid screening of COVID-19. This major step could help Taiwan become the first country in the world to mass-produce rapid screening kits for COVID-19. Although this is not a form of medicine for treating the virus, nor a vaccine, the rapid screening reagent made from this antibody can shorten the screening time of the virus from 4 hours to 15 to 20 minutes. It is a critical development in preventing the spread of the worldwide pandemic. Currently available RT-PCR-based SARS-CoV-2 coronavirus diagnostic tests take about 4 hours to obtain results, with throughput limited by the availability of laboratory facilities and trade personnel. To prevent the pandemic spread of the coronavirus, a faster way to detect infected patients is urgently needed. The Academia Sinica Taiwan recently announced that the first group of monoclonal antibodies specifically binding the coronavirus nucleocapsid protein has been successfully generated and tested by Dr. Ansui Yang and his team at the Genomics Research Center. If successfully manufactured and validated, the rapid immune-based test kit could detect coronavirus in only 15 minutes, just like a rapid influenza test.
就是鼻腔的那个
A secretion from the nose or throat is put in this test tube. Then you just press down on this panel and the sample will move upward to be tested. When the reaction is complete, distinct lines will appear here, telling us whether or not the sample has tested positive or negative for COVID-19. It only takes about 20 minutes.
Dr. Yang Ansui demonstrates the process of rapid screening by using the current test kit for influenza. He said that once the kit's influenza reagents are replaced with the new reagents for COVID-19, these test kits could be used on the new coronavirus. The doctor said that after testing different coronaviruses with newly synthesized antibodies, only one kind of antibody reacted exclusively to COVID-19.
In this test, only one of the 46 antibodies responded exclusively to the nucleoproteins of the new coronavirus, COVID-19. 9 of them responded to the nucleoproteins of SARS, also a coronavirus. However, the other 36 antibodies have been found to respond to the nuclear proteins of both SARS and COVID-19, and can all now be used to detect the antigen of COVID-19's nuclear protein.
His team produced nucleocapsid proteins, also known as AN proteins, from 7 different viral species and screened against these to obtain a few dozen monoclonal antibodies. Dr. Yang said that none of these monoclonal antibodies bind any AN proteins of the other 5 strains of coronavirus, thus cross-reactivity will not be a problem for the rapid SARS-CoV-2 detection kit.
In
only 19 days, beginning on February 18th, we have purified and produced 46 strains of antibodies, all of which can yield more than 10 milligrams each. These antibodies are produced in the form of IgG, type G immunoglobulin. The IgG form is the most commonly used immunoglobulin form for antibody reagents. So, as of right now, our antibodies can be used in the fight against the spread of COVID-19 as antigens used in virus detection.
How is it possible that researchers at Taiwan's Academia Sinica were able to generate this antibody in just 19 days? Dr. Yang Ansui said that because they often do similar work, they were able to omit unnecessary steps usually required for this type of research.
The reason why we are so fast is mainly because we haven't had to go through animal immunity testing, which general antibody development usually requires. We don't need to use this traditional process since our tests are entirely based on an E. coli expression system. Therefore, not only have we been working very fast, but the cost has been very low, and the impact on the environment has been relatively small. The animal facility has not been needed whatsoever.
However, Dr. Yang emphasized that they have not synthesized antibodies and made the screening reagents which, in the end, will be used to detect the COVID-19 anti-agent. To do so, they will need to cooperate with pharmaceutical companies for follow-up lab work.
我们现在的工作才刚刚开始。
Our work has just begun. While we have produced the critical antibodies, it does not mean that we have finished the kit that will be used for rapid screening. That being said, producing the antibodies is probably the most important step in making the kit, but it's still just the first step. The kit is useless without the reagent.
With the help of the Ministry of Economic Affairs, Dr. Yang's team is working with manufacturers on the development and production of prototypes of the rapid detection kit. In the coming months, they will discuss product validation and certification with the Taiwan Food and Drug Administration. They will then work with the Ministry of Health and Welfare to bring a rapid coronavirus test kit to Taiwan to combat this devastating epidemic. COVID-19 has now spread to more than 103 countries worldwide, infecting 140,000 people and causing nearly 4,000 deaths. Although Taiwan has been left out of the World Health Organization due to pressure from the Communist Party of China, Taiwan's epidemic prevention achievements are highly valued and are being studied by many countries around the world. Taiwan has taken the lead in synthesizing key antibodies for fast screening reagents, making a significant contribution to the worldwide effort to stop the spread of COVID-19. I'm Anna. Thank you for watching this episode of Knowledge. There are more episodes on Funday website. Come check them out. Until then, see you next time.